Call of Duty Black Ops 7.
Technically, it's not called that yet.
All right, fair enough. Call of Duty 2025! Probably Black Ops 7, but it is going to be releasing it this year. That's what we know. We got a Call of Duty every single year. We have done it annually since 2007, and 2025 is going to be no different. Our release this year is going to be featuring zombies, and we're going to be talking about that today. So, Black Ops 7.
Call of Duty 2025!
All right, yeah, Call of Duty 2025. This is the worst thing I've ever done. Yeah, set to release in October or November of 2025. Call of Duty Black Ops 7 will feature zombies. I want to do this as a video of where we can go inside of the comment section, anyone watching, and you can leave a like on a pinned comment or a comment that I leave that says something. And as we go through the video, y'all can click like on that certain thing, and we'll see what idea has the most likes by the end of this. We've got some guaranteed information that has leaked about this game, of course, but we want to come up with some ideas and stuff inside of our video today that will actually hopefully come into the game, and we'll see what your guys' take is on this. There's definitely a lot to discuss, and I think in terms of the set crew in this game as well, it's gonna be mixed emotions. But with that being said, we're gonna have a good time tonight, and I don't make videos very often, so support inside of the comment section, leave a like on the video as always, and you never know, I might start making videos way more.
Bring back Zombie Millionaire series, and maybe Myth-Busting Mondays as well.
Okay, that's the last time I'm doing that cringy stuff, but yeah, Millionaire we could bring back, and obviously Myth-Busting Mondays when we get Janus Towers DLC 4, I guess. For Black Ops 6, it will return as well, don't worry. But before we get into that, today's video is sponsored by our good friends over at Exit Lag. Exit Lag is an awesome software that's designed to reduce ping and latency across a wide range of video games. So if you guys are like me and you play with friends overseas, or even if you just want to make a better setup for yourself, an Exit Lag is a great solution for you to reduce server ping across all games that you play. Now, the great thing about Exit Lag is that it's super easy to use. Yes, you could be an absolute wizard with PCs and online gaming, but if you are like me and you are just good at playing the game and not necessarily good with PCs, then it's a great piece of software for you to be able to download and jump straight into. And for a lot of you guys out there that are trying to build a really nice PC setup, what's the point in having a great PC setup if you don't have good connection? Exit Lag is built to optimize your own video game experience for online video games. With over 2,000 video games that Exit Lag currently works with, your online video game experience will instantly be boosted, being able to see visual and FPS boost across the board. Same way that you guys will have antivirus on your PCs to protect you from viruses, Exit Lag will be there to save your gameplay. So what are you waiting for? Scan the QR code on the screen right now, or click my link inside of the description right now as well to get your 3-day free trial to Exit Lag. They've got multiple plans that you guys can pick and see which is best for you. But without further ado, thank you very much to Exit Lag for sponsoring today's video, and let's jump straight back into the gameplay. All right, let's get back onto the scheduled programming right here. Right, Call of Duty Black Ops 7. Let's talk about it. Our first sound of Call of Duty Black Ops 7 was probably last year, where we basically heard that we had a 2-year DLC cycle for Black Ops 6, which we now know is incorrect. We also had a very similar thing with Modern Warfare 2 a few years ago, and then we got Modern Warfare 3, where the campaign was really, really bad, and it was very clearly supposed to be a DLC for Modern Warfare 3 added to Modern Warfare 2, but they released its own game, and maybe this is the same thing, but it seems like it's way more fleshed out. But yeah, we didn't hear anything apart from that 2-year cycle up until earlier this year, when we ended up finding a lot of information out via a leaked kind of playtest, and that playtester of course came out on Reddit and revealed the whole thing, and then it was wrote about on articles across the world. One of the articles said Call of Duty 2025 zombies could have 6 fully fledged round-based zombie maps throughout the game's life cycle, which is pretty normal, right? But I think the biggest takeaway from all of this article that dropped was the actual maps themselves. You know, over the past few years, there's definitely been a decent amount of complaints from zombie fans going across Cold War and even Black Ops 6 as well, where we're very facility orientated, and that's kind of what the complaints are about. You know, we look at Cold War and we've got like D Machine, a facility, Firebase Z, a facility, Mauer actually not a facility, very cool, I like Mauer, and then Forsaken, a facility, and even starting things off, I know Terminus is massive, and there's so much in-depth nature to Terminus, and I love Terminus personally. I think it might be my favorite map on Black Ops 6. It's still a facility, but with this article, we hear some crazy, crazy stuff. You know, talking about World War II New York, but if Germany won the war, and they actually dropped a nuclear bomb on New York, that's what the map would be based off. And then other crazy stuff as well, like an erupting volcano and a Japanese temple. And they said some other maps were like Vietnam and one that was set in Afghanistan. Basically, crazy, crazy stuff, which means Treyarch has absolutely got the message to stop these facility maps. Once again, I do think the phrase facility map gets overused. I don't look at Citadel Daymore and think that is a facility facility map. It's a castle, right? You know what I mean? So I definitely think it gets overused, but all of these sound like none of them are facility maps, and we are looking at some crazy, crazy stuff. But I think one of the most unexpected things from this article that we got months and months and months ago was the fact that the Ether Crew are set to return, but an older version of the Ether Crew. So Dempsey, Takio, Nikolai, Richtofen, all set to make a grand return inside of Black Ops 7 Zombies.
Call of Duty 2025.
Okay, I promise that's the last time. It's getting too cringy, man. I mean, it was cringy to begin with. Let's ignore that, man. Which I do think is a crazy, crazy decision to bring these back. It's gonna please a lot of people, maybe initially, but I think it's maybe going to really annoy people. You know, the Ether Crew, or at least those characters, depending on what crew we're going to be, you know, it got a little bit messy with Ultimus and all the other variations. But if we're talking about those characters themselves, these are characters that a lot of our community grew up on. These are characters that people love. You know, in terms of our community, this is kind of like Disney killing off Mickey Mouse and then randomly bringing him back a few years later. It's crazy, and it needs to be done perfectly for them to not get any backlash. The first thing we're going to look at inside of the comment section today, which I'll need you to like or not like, is should the Ether Crew return? I'm just going to put should the Ether Crew return yes inside the comments, and should the Ether Crew return no inside of the comments, and we'll see which one gets the most likes. Personally, I think it's a good idea if and only if it gets done right. There's a way that they could completely mess this up, and I actually think from Treyarch themselves, it's a very risky move. I think more than likely it's Activision, because they know how much these characters are loved, and I know that they'll know that we'll go nuts for it, which we will. Regardless of how they get treated going forward, initially, we'll go nuts to be able to play with these characters again. They know that. They know it's going to sell. They know it's going to be great. It's where it goes after launch that might be the issue. But I am happy to see them return, like I said, as long as they get treated correctly. Now, a few months after this, I think that post dropped in like February, and a couple months after April, we had a brand new one as well, with more leaked information and more leaked stuff. Going in a little bit more detail about the Ether Crew as well. Just to finish that subject, they did end up saying there'd be multiverse versions of the Ether Crew. Obviously, unlimited versions of the multiverse. It would kind of mean there was a lot of pain in our hearts from the end of Tag the Totem, but that doesn't matter anymore, apparently. But also, we saw Richtofen again, right? I don't know. It's gonna be complex, but if they do it right, it's gonna be good. This leak from April then also went on to say that Zombies mode will include a transit remake. I think that's a little bit specific. I don't think we're gonna get a transit remake. We might get something similar, but also it seems like we get this every single year. Like, yes, we got it with Black Ops 6, and yes, technically they were correct in some way. Like, we didn't get transit, but we did get the jet gun, and maybe transit was planned for this game. And maybe it got pushed to Black Ops 7 and the jet gun still... I don't know. It's a messy situation. But transit apparently confirmed via a leak, so, you know. It also went on to say that zombies will be round-based zombies, which is great, but also I've heard massive rumors that we are going to be getting Outbreak return as well. I'm personally a big fan of Outbreak. I think the Outbreak actually was a big thing. I think a lot of people loved it. The only problem was it was getting released as part of the DLC cycle. So instead of us getting a map, we got Outbreak, and I think that people just didn't really like that. I think as long as you can get both, it's not gonna bother me. But also, you could probably say the same thing about Grief right now, and Grief tends to be pretty hype. Everyone's kind of excited about Grief mode for Season 5. It's kind of the same thing that happened with Outbreak, so maybe not. Maybe no one liked Outbreak. I don't know. I personally love it. It also says that Zombies modes will also have a difficulty toggle. Easy mode, hard mode. I mean, technically, we saw this on Black Ops 2. There was an easier mode on Black Ops 2. You couldn't really do any of the Easter eggs and stuff, but it was on there. And technically, we also have directed mode on our Black Ops 6 currently. Well, you can do the Easter egg, but you don't get the same rewards. Oh, you could take either one of these. I think the easier and hard mode difficulty would be pretty interesting to see. And I'm always going to revert back to that leak that we did see, which I don't think was real, and I don't think it ever will be real, but if it is, I think it would work perfectly, which is that classic mode toggle. The same way that we look at Black Ops 6 and go, damn, I wish we didn't have armor plating inside of Black Ops 6 Zombies. Classic mode would have changed it back to the old point system, the old shield and stuff like that. I think it's too much to want inside of Black Ops 6. The maps would have to be fully tailored originally for classic mode to be a thing, because at the minute, they are not tailored at all to that. They're tailored to the Black Ops 6 experience, and it just wouldn't work if you revert everything back. Black Ops 7, they have the opportunity to do that. Do I think it will return? No. Would I like it? Yes. And it also says that the Zombies mode will feature the largest round-based maps we have ever seen, as well as returning stuff like the Wonder Vehicle, vehicle and more story-focused roles as well. Wonder vehicle we saw in Modern Warfare Zombies. It was the bike. It was pretty good. It was very rare. It took me, I think I streamed it every day for like 2 months to try and find it. I did find it eventually, and then I found it every single day since then. Maybe I was unlucky for 2 months, but I did find it in the end, and it was all right, you know. It was pretty good. So, more Wonder vehicles. Sure, why not? We're going to come back to me talking about classic mode in a second as well, but let's talk about the most recent things that we actually got last week, which is a very weird current bug inside of Black Ops 6 where you can wall run and also do a jetpack double jump. There is absolutely no reason for this to be in the game unless it's accidentally fallen in there from the current code of Black Ops 7 that they're currently making, I think. I'm not a tech genius, but I'm just trying to go off what everyone else is saying right now. So, wall running. We last saw it in Black Ops 3. I think we've only ever seen it in Black Ops 3. Technically, I think we had it on Black Ops 4. Either way, it's a great mechanic. Double jumping jetpacks, once again, Black Ops 3. I think we had it a little bit on Black Ops 4 as well. And of course, the original exosuit all the way back on AW in 2014. We got there. I see I'm good mind, man. But I am a huge fan of AW Zombies and AW and Black Ops 3. Mainly AW for AW multiplayer and Black Ops 3, obviously Black Ops 3 Zombies goated, but the multiplayer was also very good too. The reason why I like these is that yes, they're back-to-back years, 2014, 2015, but they set themselves apart, especially AW, to all the other competition. I play a lot of multiplayer and AW is still in my top 5 multiplayers of all time. Incredibly different, allowing you to have a different experience for Call of Duty for that year. And yes, when we rolled around to World War II Zombies, I was very excited for the boots on the ground. Also, when we're talking about jetpacks there, I missed IW. I apologize. IW Zombies is goated, but you don't get jetpacks on that. But multiplayer, you did. But yeah, I was excited for boots on the ground to roll back round again when we got to World War II. And I think boots on the ground is the traditional Call of Duty experience that we should get year in and year out, but with the exceptions of some random years where we throw in crazy stuff, and that's what we're getting this year, which I'm excited about. Jetpacks inside of Zombies is a no-go. Don't think it works, even though I like Exo Zombies as a one-off. But wall running, absolutely. You think about wall running inside of Black Ops 3 Zombies, some crazy moments. Wall running on the Shadows of Evil wall, wall running on Der Eisendrache when you're doing the bows and to get the shield parts, wall running over on the Der Eisendrache area of Revelations. Just a good time. I don't think jetpacks should be in Zombies, but wall running, absolutely. Would be incredible. And if we are talking about Call of Duty 2025, Black Ops 7 Zombies having a Transit remake that we got in this leak earlier on, then yeah, the power station inside of Transit, dude, there's a massive opportunity for a wall run in there. It'd be great. So yeah, let's nail down the perfect mode for Zombies right now. Personally, and I don't think this is going to change. I've said this a lot throughout this year. I don't mind Cold War Zombies armor system. I also don't mind the Black Ops 6 armor system. I just don't think it's zombie-ish, okay? What I mean by that is that I feel like the old version of Zombies feels more like Zombies. I feel like I could have this conversation for years and I would still make zero sense. But craft a shield, absolutely. Have that little bit of, you know, help on the back right there. It's fun as well. And the shields where you can actually do stuff with, like the Dragon Shield from like Gorod Crovey and Revelations, and even the one on Black Ops 4, you know, especially the 9 one was very, very good. The Brazen Bull where you could fire stuff out. Fantastic. It adds a little bit more personality to the map itself, in my opinion. And I don't think plating up like we do inside of Black Ops 6 Zombies feels like the right thing for Zombies. When I go back and play Cold War now, I prefer the Cold War armor system over the Black Ops 6 one, where you just, you know, you've got armor, you have to buy it still, and you can just pick it up off the ground. You don't actually have to apply the plates. Now, yes, understandable, the plating system is more accurate. I don't care. I'm playing a game about zombies, you know, we're good. I'm using weapons that are mental. I don't care about stuff being accurate. Okay, I'm playing a game. And I would love to know what you guys think as well about this. Armor system, old or new? I'm gonna leave a comment and I want you to reply old or new underneath it. I just don't think plating up is the way to go. And like I said before, I'm almost positive the Treyarch will keep this the same way. You know, we go through cycles with Zombies, people not liking stuff, people liking stuff, you know, different fans from different areas, and we have these different segments of time. The Zelensky years, the Blundell years, and now we're on the Kevin Drew years, and that's okay. He can do his own stuff. I love Kevin Drew. I think he's a very, very intelligent man when it comes to Zombies. If he likes his armor system, sure, go with it. And then we'll see what the next guy does in a few years. I don't know. Hopefully he's in the job for a while, because he's actually really good. And I'm hoping he puts puts more of his crazy magic into the next game. When we look at some of his most incredible maps, I know he worked on Zetsubo. I know he worked on Ancient Evil. This man has some crazy ideas. And also, dude, I mean, look at Black Ops 6. All the boss fights are ridiculous. They're great. So I love Kevin Drew. I just wish that, you know, the plating system wasn't the plating system. But let me know what you guys think about the plating system. As for the classic mode, I do think it would be good. Mainly because of that. I don't think they're going to change his plates. So classic mode would work in my favor for that. Absolutely. Or you could just revert the plating system. I don't know. As for the current Black Ops 6 movement system, it's one of my favorite movements ever in the whole of Call of Duty. I think it's really fast-paced. And it didn't feel like that when I first played the game about a year ago, way before release. It was quite heavy. It felt like heaviness. I mentioned that, and they've changed it. It's great. It's so light, and I like it. It's fluid movement. So Black Ops 6 movement, absolutely keep it. And I know what y'all are gonna say. Please bring back the bomb shuffle from Black Ops 3. It made no sense. Once again, I'm not sitting here saying it's not accurate. It's fine. But seeing people just scoot on the bum around the whole of the map for hours on end while trying to save the universe, it's just mental. So I'm okay with them not bringing that back, because I like the movement from Black Ops 6. So just to conclude this video, I like to do these things randomly just to make sure that I'm fully up to date, not just with myself, but you guys that, you know, there's a few of y'all that say that you only watch my videos. I think you're BSing me, to be honest. There's a lot of amazing people out there. But I like to do these videos to keep me up to date with everything and to let me understand what's going on. And, dude, Black Ops 7 sounds very promising. Like I said, old crew coming back, as long as it's done right, it's going to be mental. Genuinely great. And then, of course, these maps that are non-facility maps. It's a huge step in the right direction. And I'm really hoping that we get this distinct difference between Black Ops 6 and Black Ops 7 in the story. That Black Ops 6 goes, okay, we're concluding this right now, and characters do whatever they do on the final map. The Chaos Crew get more of a role at the end of the cutscene, and that stops right there and goes, this will continue in 2028, 2029, whatever. And our next game starts in a different realm with the Ether Crew, and it's not really, I mean, I think that everything should now be connected. Now they've connected BO4 Chaos Crew with the Black Ops 6. Hey, I'm here saying they should totally say that the actions of World War II zombies and IW zombies should take place in the exact same realm, universe, multiverse, whatever. They should do, but obviously, you know, it'd be great if everything's connected at one point. So, that'd be interesting. But there we go. That was a long-winded video, but I appreciate you all. Thank you very, very much. Once again, Zombies Millionaire, yeah, it should come back. I love you all a lot. Make sure you leave a like on the video right now. Click the subscribe button if you are brand new, and I'll see you guys in the next video or live stream. Appreciate you all, and peace.